Hi, welcome to Nigerian Food Channel. It's your boy Franklin. Today we're making one of Nigeria's popular snacks called Nigerian Meat Pie. Meat pie is enjoyed by so many people across Nigeria and so many people across the world, okay? As I normally do in my food videos, I'm going to take you through the easy peasy steps that even a novice can dip their hands into it and get the meat pie done in no time. I'm going to show you now the ingredients and all the things you need to get your meat pie. Right, I've got oven tray here. There's a bowl. On here I've got my baking powder, I've got butter, I've got flour, I've got salt. On here, meat seasoning. I've got nut cube, which is the beef version. I've got all-purpose seasoning, mixed herbs. On the chopping board here, I've got the pastry mold. This one, you can get this from any local grocery store or buy it online. I bought mine from eBay. They're very cheap, okay? We're using this to actually get the meat pie shape. And I'll show you how to use that in a bit. And we've got potatoes, got red onions, got carrots, chopping board. On here, I've got some minced meat. I've got a scale. And here is a rolling pin to flatten the pastry. And in the bowl here, we've got 2 eggs, got brush, we will need this later on, a teaspoon, and right on here I've got the chopped carrots, okay, just make sure you dice them to reasonable size. So I've got them here with diced potatoes as well. So these is going to go on fire in a moment, but before then, I've got the minced meat here. I'll be boiling the minced meat. We're going to put that on fire. And just to let you know, the seasoning, make sure you just add a tiny bit. It's really just to give the minced meat a good taste. Don't put too much seasoning. You add that on fire, and then you leave the minced meat on fire for some, say, 5 minutes ish, and then we add this so they can all boil together, and then we have our ingredients ready to add to the meat pie. On here, I've got the minced meat boiling at the moment, so I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of ingredients. I've added a little bit of Maggi already, and not a lot, just make sure you put a tiny bit just to give it some taste, alright? Some tiny bits of everything in here, a tiny bit of salt. Right, in here, just to show you quickly, got a bit of water with 1.5 spoon of the flour mixed with water. This is just to help the whole mixture thicken up. Okay, so we'll be adding it to it in a second. Got diced and chopped onions, a bit of onions, carrots, and diced potatoes. So they're gonna go into that mixture now. Right, there you go. The minced meat and the chopped potatoes and the diced carrots been on fire for about 15 minutes ish. So I'm gonna add the mixture now, as I showed you earlier. It's 1.5 spoonful of flour mixed with a bit of water. This is just to help thicken up the mixture, which is what we need for the meat. Right, in the bowl here, we've got 250 grams of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder mixed with the flour, and exactly 125 grams of butter. Okay, so the next thing for me now is I'm going to dip my hands and start kneading, start mixing, and we've got a few things to go through before we get the exact mixture of pastry we need for the meat pie. So, but this is your starting point, and in here I've got a little bowl of water, and on here I've got 1 beaten egg. So I'll start off with this and just start mixing. Right, I've mixed the flour, as I showed you earlier, with the baking powder, and the butter. Okay, so what you will get, I just wanted you to see this, is this crumbly kind of feel. It looks like breadcrumbs. Okay, so this is what it looks like after mixing it for a few minutes. So what we're going to do now is 1 beaten egg. I'm going to add this and carry on mixing. All right, because the egg helps us to achieve that doughy feel. Okay, so as I said earlier, the reason we've got water on this, what I'm doing is called kneading. It's called kneading, you know what we're doing. So you see the effect of the egg is it helps to firm up the crumbs, the mixture, so it starts to look something like this. Okay, you couldn't achieve that without the egg, so that's very important. And bear in mind, just 1 egg. Okay, so we carry on doing that, and then if we need to loosen up with a bit of water, I just put a tiny bit of water. Right, so I'm done with the dough. Okay, so in here I've got 1 more egg, beaten egg with the brush, and here you can see the mixture. That's the minced meat mixed with carrots, the potatoes, and a bit of onions. Okay, this is what you want it to look like. All right, and this is the pastry mold to make the meat pie. So now I'm going to take a tiny portion of this, just something like this. I'm going to drop it on here and use my rolling pin to flatten it out. Place this across here. Pastry mold, and just a little bit, because this is quite tiny. So there you go. Or before you fold it, make sure you get your egg with your brush and you paint around the edges. Okay, like this. Paint around it. This helps it to hold firmly when you eventually close it together. Okay, and there you go. Close it gently and you compress. Okay, you can use a knife to just trim off the excess on the edges, so it gives you a neat outcome. There you go. And the beautiful thing about it is you can still use this for the next one. So there you go, and it comes out and it looks like that. Beautiful. You place that in the pan. Right. You can see I've got my meat pie in the tray. It's all done. On here I've actually got what, about 15 of them. This is what you call bite-sized meat pie. Okay, and as I said earlier, if you like them a lot bigger than this, you can get the bigger sized pastry mold. So the next thing for me now is I'm just going to take my brush and dip it in the egg. Okay, just 1 egg is enough. Mix it, and then you just paint across just like that. Just deep. This is just so you get really beautiful outcome when this comes out. So there you go. I've covered each meat pie with, you know, the egg, using the brush. So now the last thing to do before going into the oven is just to use my fork. Get a fork, come on here, and just deep like that, and dip. Just make holes in there. There you go. I'm gonna push the tray in now. Make sure it doesn't get too close to the fire. Can you see it? Give some space. So what I've done is I've just pretty much put the tray from the top. It's 1, 2, 3 right in the middle. Okay, and then you close your oven door and leave it in there for about 15 minutes. There you go, guys. Meat pie all done and ready, golden brown. Look at that. That looks absolutely yummy and delicious. Let me look at that. That looks really good. So there you go. Grab the recipe and make yourself some beautiful and tasty Nigerian meat pie. It looks absolutely yummy. If you haven't, click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Nigerian Food Channel. Please share my videos across your social networking platforms. And if you need a step-by-step in text format, look at the food blog. Look through the food blog and grab the recipe, nigerianfoodchannel.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.